Greece's Syriza widens lead ahead of vote. A poll shows Greece's anti-bailout opposition party Syriza widened its lead over Prime Minister Antonis Samaras's ruling Conservative Party just over a week before the country's snap election. The opinion survey by Kappa Research, published by Greek daily Tuvaima on Sunday, showed that Syriza's party's lead grew to 3.1% from 2.6% in a previous poll earlier this month. This is something to watch because if the Syriza Party gain power in Greece, then they will simply refuse to adhere to the terms of their bailout. Then this could lead to Greece leaving the EU. But let's just quickly remind ourselves why Greece are where they are. The bankers gambled and they lost, and in order for them to recoup every single penny of their losses, the country was signed on to their debts. The country then received a bailout to the tune of 240 billion euros. They had to adhere to strict austerity measures in order to receive these funds. So after years of riots, recession and increasing unemployment, Greece looked like they might elect an anti-austerity party which could see them being removed from the EU. But have a look at this article and it gives you an insight into just how authoritarian the EU is. Greece heads for a Euro collision. Time and again, thousands of protesters have gathered in Syntagma Square in the heart of Athens to march against Greece's agony of recession and austerity. The streets nearby have been a theatre for so much unrest that broken windows go unnoticed and shops and doorways are permanently stained with left-wing graffiti. Yet after 5 years of economic crisis and countless demonstrations, Greeks will have the chance to seize back their destiny next Sunday, that's this Sunday coming, the 25th, when they vote in a snap election. This was the opportunity they were never supposed to have. You see, the Greek people were never supposed to have the opportunity to take back their own destiny. They were supposed to just shut up and get on with and deal with anything the banksters threw their way. You see, the EU is not about freedom, it is not about democracy. It's about banksters and control and authoritarianism. If Greece vote in the Syriza Party and they refuse to repay the fraudulent bankers' debt, which in reality are only figures on a screen that did never, have never, and will never actually exist, but if they refuse to pay this debt, then the chances are the end result will be Greece will have to leave the EU. You see, if Greece won't pay their bankers' debt, do you think the Germans will? Do you think the French will? Do you think the Dutch will? No. So Greece will have to leave the European Union. Now, Greece leaving the European Union really scares the EU dictators. Let's call them what they are. This scares the EU dictators fucking shitless. Why, I hear you ask? Why would they fear Greece leaving the EU? Is it because they fear for the well-being of the Greek people and their livelihoods? Is it because they fear that Greece leaving the EU will mean their economy will spiral even further into the abyss? No. The EU dictators are shit scared of Greece leaving the EU because if they do, then they might actually do something which the EU simply cannot allow to happen. And that is, Greece may grow and prosper. You see, the EU dictators are shit scared that if Greece leave the EU, that they will thrive and prosper and grow and become successful again. Because if Greece leave and start doing well, Ireland might want to leave. Then Holland might want to leave. Then France might want to leave. Until the whole bloc breaks up, which they simply cannot have. You see, the stated goal of the EU is not freedom and democracy and empowering every country. It's about power, it's about control. From the outset, Jean Monnet wanted to create a European superstate, but here's the kicker, without the population ever fucking voting for it. That's democracy for you. And with the fiscal union, they've all but achieved this within the Eurozone countries. This is why Greece leaving would be a massive blow to the EU, and it could literally be the terminal blow that all the UKIP supporters and everybody wants. It could destroy the European Union. So let's keep our fingers crossed that the Syriza Party get elected. I know I'll be staying up late to watch those results roll in.